Every time you eat on a plane, something feels off. The food isn't terrible, but it's never good either. Most people think airlines just cheap out. That's wrong. The real reason airplane food tastes bad has nothing to do with the food itself. It has everything to do with what flying does to you. At 35,000 feet, the plane is pressurized, but not fully. Inside the cabin, your body feels like it's standing on a mountain 6 to 8,000 feet high. Lower pressure, less oxygen, different sensory input, and the first thing your body sacrifices: taste. But taste isn't even the biggest problem. Smell is. Up to 80% of what you call flavor comes from your sense of smell. Now think about the air inside a plane. Recycled, extremely dry, less than 10% humidity. Your nose dries out. Your ability to smell drops fast. And when smell disappears, flavor collapses with it. The food didn't change. You did. That's why food that tastes fine on the ground suddenly feels flat in the air. This is also why something strange happens on planes. People order tomato juice, even people who never drink it on the ground. Tomato juice is packed with umami, a flavor strong enough to punch through dulled senses. Airlines didn't make tomato juice popular. Your altered biology did. So why don't airlines just add more seasoning? Because that creates a bigger problem. At altitude, salt and sugar taste weaker. Studies show by as much as 30%. If airlines compensate for that, the food becomes overpowering on the ground. Too salty, too sweet. Airlines are forced to design meals that taste acceptable everywhere, which means they taste perfect nowhere. And that's still not the worst part. Airplane ovens don't cook food. They reheat it. Fast, unevenly, under strict safety limits. Meat loses moisture. Sauces break. Bread turns tough. Even if flavor survives, texture doesn't. And your brain hates bad texture more than bland taste. Here's the part most people get wrong. Airlines actually hire real chefs. But those chefs aren't cooking meals. They're solving physics problems. Food that must survive storage, reheating at altitude, and dulled senses. That's why airline meals rely on stews, curries, and sauces. Not because they're lazy, because those foods survive. So why does first-class food taste better? Same altitude, same pressure, different constraints, smaller portions, later preparation, better reheating, and presentation matters. When food looks better, your brain expects it to taste better, and expectation shapes experience. So airplane food isn't bad because airlines don't care. It's bad because your senses are weaker, your nose is dry, and reheating destroys texture. At 35,000 feet, your body is working against the meal. The next time airplane food disappoints you, remember this: you're not eating dinner. You're eating inside a physics experiment.